Why hello there you sexy bees, I'm VatiWah and welcome back to another episode of Sakura Angels. Now in the previous episode we learned that Kenta is a descendant of a very powerful person that sealed away a evil female magician. And right now we're about to go into our final battle, we're preparing or whatnot. And this is going to be interesting, so let's continue on with the story, shall we? To be fair, while we knew she was at least in the area, we didn't pinpoint her exact location until last night. Apparently she is in a forest on the outskirts of town, holed up in some cave out of sight. Oh, how convenient, she's sealed up in a cave. There's a lot of history around this place, I suppose. Maybe the forest used to be part of something greater. Maybe her old base of operations, perhaps? None of that matters. We should just get in there, strengthen the seal, and then our lives will be so much easier. Now, I don't get why we are going to be strengthening the seal, because in a couple hundred years later, the seal is going to degrade and it's going to get weakened, and this whole process is going to go again. So why don't we just go and oh, I don't know, put like a more permanent seal? Are things really going to just magically fix themselves when we do this? Well, it'll shut off whatever power she has on the land. Meaning the monsters will go back to being mindless husk, and things should quiet down around here. So that means I'm not going to be getting any more headaches, I'm not going to be getting attacked by shadow monsters, and I'm guessing these two lovely young ladies are going to go back to wherever they came from. Their magic land. Okay, and then we can finally go home after all of this is sorted. Oh, so they're not going to stay around and be my girlfriends? I swear I'm going to snap if I have to spend one more day at that damn school. Aw, don't act like you're so desperate to leave. Yes, we all know that she's just pretending that she wants to leave, but she wants to be around Kenta. We all know she does. I know for a fact that you've had fun spending time with Kenta. Oh, Sayaka. Jokester indeed. Well, it looks like Sayaka is gonna get hit by Hikari. Don't be ridiculous. I'm only doing my job. You can't fool me. Not when your face is such an adorable shade of red. Look at that, so red. Are we gonna leave now or what? Sayaka giggles and jabs at her partner's ribs. Well, that's kind of weird. Are you gonna like jab at her ribs? What? I suppose it's good they can stay in such high spirits despite the task that lays before us. Well, I'm guessing that they don't really care that much, because even if the evil mage gets let out, so what happens? I mean, I assume that these two girls come from another dimension, another world that won't be affected by this evil mage. Alright, so we set out. I let the girls lead the way as we take the lesser traveled routes through town so as to not to draw attention to their outfits. Oh, well, that's gonna be great. So why don't we just, I don't know, take like a group of people with us so we could maybe not get attacked on our way there? How about that? Come on now. They offered to fly me there as it would be much faster, but... Yes, Kenta is afraid of heights. What a wuss. No. Walking is fine. I'm sure things aren't that urgent. Before long, our surroundings become less urban, the buildings shrinking in number the longer we travel until we finally reach across finally we cross over a fence and into the wilderness. Oh, cool. Hey, maybe we're gonna run into Machiko and Maeko from Sakura Spirit. You know, those two little cute little sexy fox girls. Anyone remember them? Branches overhead shade us from the sun as we walk across the faint trail laid out across the ground. Only the faintest hint of light that filtered through illuminates the way. I'm beginning to wonder if the girls even know the way as we pass by a tree I swear I've seen at least 3 times before. So I wonder if we're gonna get some kind of a nice sexy scene while we're wandering around the forest. Maybe one of them trips over like a tree branch or a tree root and they fell over and they're kind of bent over and their skirt is all lifted up. Maybe? No? And I do kind of find it weird, I don't know if you guys noticed, but on the left side of the forest it's kind of yellowish and the right side is kind of bluish green. That's kind of weird. Maybe we should have brought a map. Well, that just confirms it. We're fucking lost. We're gonna die here, and we're gonna have to do like some crazy Bear Grylls or Survivor Man stuff. Oh boy. Anyone watch Bear Grylls, Man vs. Wild on Discovery Channel? Yes, before Discovery Channel went to shit. When they started doing all those reality TV bullcrap. Anyways, we're hopelessly lost. Any tension that might have existed before is sucked away the moment Sayaka begins to scratch her head and glance around the place. Really? We're clearly told the directions before. How can you forget them like that? Okay, you lead the way then. Let me guess, both of them don't know where to go. Fine. I forgot to... See? Oh, these 2 girls. So maybe it would have been easier to just fly. Seems like a much more easier option than getting lost in a goddamn forest where we're gonna get eaten by some kind of a mountain lion or something. Nobody's perfect, even if you'd like to think you are sometimes. Ah, yes. Now who would you say is a perfect girl, or as close to perfect as possible? Sayaka, Hikari, or Yuzuki? Perfect in their physical fitness and their mental fitness. Who would be perfect? I don't think I'm perfect. Compared to you though. Guys? Is this really the time? But she... Fine. You're right. Let's just focus, Sayaka. And here I thought the ceiling part of this apparition would be the most difficult part. Sheesh. Okay, the forest isn't that big. I think. If we stumble around some more, we're bound to find the cave. Well, yeah, that's true, but we are kind of running low on time, so time is of essence. Hasn't stumbling around randomly only made us go around in circles? I fear the sun might set before we even find this darn cave now. I know it won't help, but I joined a pair in surveying the land. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be looking out for apart from... Well, actually the girls kinda explained that it's a cave, so how hard is it to find a goddamn cave? A cave? Something's up? Oh, you know what's up, huh? Boing. I'm just kidding, guys. That's immature. I squint at something at a distance. A cluster of boulders that had caught my attention. Ah, yes, those are some very nice boulders. They're so big and they look very, very hard. Yeah, some boulders. I see 4 boulders right now in front of my screen. Ah, yeah. My eyes were practically drawn there like some sort of a magnetic force was at work. I know. I mean, I'm drawn to these 4 boulders in the screen. I've never been here before, yet somehow it seems familiar. Can we check over there? Sure. We don't have any better leads right now anyways. Oh man, this is great. We trek over to the oddly suspicious rock formation. I wonder, could this really be it? What made you want to look over there? Sayaka begins to poke about the boulders, a hand to her chin. Now I'm guessing maybe the cave entrance is blocked by the boulders, that's why it wasn't that obvious. Circling around the cluster reveals nothing too out of the ordinary, but... there has to be more. I don't know. I just felt like something was here. They're just a bunch of stupid rocks. We're wasting time here. Aww. We should at least investigate them a bit more if Kenta says there's something up. He's connected to the Dark Queen, remember? Okay, so that's a good term to use to describe the evil mage, the Dark Queen, okay. He's bound to know at least a few things related to her, even if it's only on a subconscious level. She says that as she raps gently at one of the rocks with her knuckle, one eye close to better examine. Oh yes, let's examine the rock. It's like, upon closer inspection, it's a rock. Oh, this one seems a little bit loose. Sayaka takes grip of the rock in question and begins to pull at it with all of her might, her teeth gritting in determination. Some help would be appreciated. Oh, right. Yeah. I should probably help. Yes, you should, Kenta. You're the man. You're supposed to be helping the ladies. Well, actually, that doesn't make sense because the ladies are much more stronger than Kenta is. So I don't know how Kenta could even help. It was almost amusing to see her feet wildly kicking in place with the rock refusing to bulge. That must be a pretty damn heavy rock if they can't move it. I take up the other side of the rock and begin to push against it with what little strength I might possess. Oh, Kenta, you have such low self-esteem. Come on now. ... We still don't manage to move that rock. It doesn't budge. At all. Even with all of our combined effort. Oh, even Hikari is trying? Huh. And I really am trying here. It certainly does feel loose though. It's, well, you know, I kind of prefer it tight, you know, tight to get some friction, you know, some good rubbing. No, okay. Apparently not loose enough. I think we could move it for sure if one last person were to. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, finally Hikari's gonna come and show us all how to really do it. We're gonna get nowhere like this. Step back. Ah yeah, Hikari. Time to show everyone who's boss here. Her sword appears in a flash. Oh, okay, so it looks like she's gonna just cut it in half. Okay. Hey, wait, we're still right beside it. Isn't it dangerous to just... She strikes out without any further warning, unleashing a single precise slash that splits the rock clean into two. Oh. So I'm guessing now the rock is kind of split in half. I'm guessing it's much more lighter for each person. What? Ugh. We both fell backwards as two pieces of rock collapsed opposite ways. So let me guess, are we gonna get like a sexy scene of Sayaka all stretched back like this because she like kind of like flew back holding the rock? Probably not. This game has been very limited on sexy scenes, unfortunately. I feel like my hair might have just been a little bit shorter than it was too. After how close that was. Hikari! See? Problem solved. That's... She falls silent, unable to argue there. It did move the rock after all. We both hop to our feet to join Hikari in peering over the results of her destruction as the dust begins to settle. I almost forget how to breathe in the excitement of it all. Could this really be it? Ah! We all grasped at once. I knew it! I'm not sure how, but somehow I knew it. So we did find a cave. Excellent news. Behind where the rock lay is a tunnel that trails downwards deep into the darkness. Okay, time to go deep into this cave, this big cavern. There's no telling how far it might stretch, or if there's anything on the other end. But if someone went to such lengths to hide this tunnel of existence, then it has to lead somewhere, right? Well, I don't know if someone hid it. Maybe there was a rock slide and all the rocks fell on top of it. It could be something natural. Is this really it? Sure feels like it. You can practically see all the darkness and the evil flooding out of it. That's not really something you should be saying so happily. Oh, Sayaka. You're always a person that has inappropriate responses to things. She's right though. There's a foreboding sense of despair as I peer deep into the hole. Ah, yes, the hole is deep after all. After a heavy tension in the air, as if the sheer pressure of whatever lurks down there seeks to consume us all. Once we go down there, this will be it. Well, we'll finally be able to put an end to this madness, and I might finally be able to get some peace after all this is done. Well, since we're going deep into the hole, we do have protection. We have Sayaka and Hikari. Yes, you're gonna have good, proper protection. Otherwise, you're gonna die, or get hurt, or get sick. Do I really have the strength to go through all of this? To pursue a long-forgotten evil that tormented? Well, time's a-wasting. In we go. Ah yeah, time to go in. Let's be gentle now. You know, we don't wanna be too rough, or else the cave is gonna collapse or something. Hey, wait. Sayaka apparently doesn't have the decency to wait for me to battle out my internal struggles and cut things short as she plops down onto her knees and begins to shuffle into the hole the size just big enough for us if we just crawl. Oh! Woo, yeah! So it looks like so crawling in a tight space with girls wearing short skirts. Come on now, there has to be a cutscene. I mean, a sexy image. There has to be. She's right. We can't waste any more time. Come on, Kenta. Hikari follows after Sayaka, looking somewhat more hesitant towards the whole thing compared to her partner. So Sayaka is on front, followed by Hikari, and then Kenta. So it looks like we're gonna get a nice view of Hikari's posterior. Yes. Yes. They disappeared into darkness completely as if consumed by the tunnel. It's scary just how little light seems to shine down here. Quit goofing around out there, or you're gonna get left behind. Hikari's harsh tones sound out of the tunnel, making it even more frightening. Okay. Just don't yell at me when I get like a nice view. Yep. I'm coming. Yes, we're gonna go down the hill. We're coming. And there's gonna be a bunch of upskirt views, hopefully. Yes, this is going well. Very well. It's not like it's world is gonna end just because I take an extra minute or two to prepare for diving into the heart of evil. At least I hope it isn't. I drop to my knees and shuffle into the tunnel, my world quickly becoming dark as all traces of light begin to fade. Now this is a very scary situation because I don't know if I want to crawl through a hole in the dark. I don't know, that sounds kind of scary. Alright, okay. I'm just trying to anticipate the upcoming scene right now. I can just about make out the scuffling sounds of the other two crawling along ahead of me. Their presence, the one thing keeping me calm during all of this. My surroundings are dark, cold, slimy to the touch. Ah yeah, things are about to get slimy too. So I'm guessing we're gonna crawl and then we're gonna like bump into their butt or something, because we can't see where we're going. So far it hasn't been a very pleasant experience. Ah, what are you talking about? This is going to be a very good experience. Do you know why? Because if I'm right, we're gonna bump into their butts. That's gonna be the first time that we actually, I guess, have physical contact with them while they're in sexy image or whatever. You know? Something up? This wasn't what I had in mind when I pictured myself being a hero, crawling along a cramped dark tunnel. Somehow I thought things were going to be much more dramatic. Sayaka lets out a giggle as she soldiers on ahead. I'm sure we'll have plenty of dramatic moments ahead. We've just gotta get through the less dramatic moments. Yes, I'm waiting for that less dramatic moment. And hey, this isn't so bad. At the very least, we're not having to fight through swarms of shadows to reach her. It's not the most glamorous way of going about things, but at least we get to save some strength for when it counts. She brings up a very good point. However, but what if there are monsters inside this tunnel? We can't really do much if we're practically blind. Don't say that. So let me guess. One of the girls are gonna use their magic to light up the tunnel, and then we have a nice panty view. Haha. I hadn't even thought of such a thing yet. Oh wow, you're right. We'd be completely defenseless. Sayaka! They would completely massacre us! They're coming from all sides! They're coming from all sides! Anyone watch the mini-series of called Generation Kill? It's about the Iraqi war and it's like 6 episodes of 1 hour each. Anyone watch that series? I don't know if you guys watch it. It's kind of like, it's not very well known, but it's very good mini-series about the Iraq war. I recommend you guys watch it. It's called Generation Kill. Since I can't use my bow here, Hikari certainly wouldn't be able to use her sword. I wonder what kind of shadows would be able to fit through this tunnel. Oh, maybe something with tentacles, since I know they love you, Hikari. Ah, yes, those tentacles really got a. I think the tentacles got a taste for Hikari, if you know what I mean. Yes, they like what they sampled. Haha. Yes. Shut up. You're just being mean now. Maybe I should have kept my thoughts to myself. Sayaka is having way too much fun with this. Or maybe how about... Something touched me! Hikari shrieks, almost bursting my eardrums in the process. Was that you, Kenta? No. I knew I should have went in last. Me? Of course not, it's not me, you know, it's not like my pee-pee or anything, it's not like it's my face up in your ass. It's not like my face is in your ass or anything. I'm way back over here. What sort of guy do you think I am? Yes, what kind of guy do you think I would be? VatiWah I'm talking about. Do you really want me to answer that after what you've done these past few days? Well, yeah, you do have a point, you know, we did see you girls kind of in your lingerie and pretty much naked, and even though it was a misunderstanding, you know, I did get a very nice view. Those were accidents! Well, maybe this was another one of your accidents, Grabbing at a girl while she's completely helpless? Yeah, you know it. Come on, I'm nowhere near you. Maybe it's just your imagination. Imagination. I can just hear Sayaka stifle a giggle as we continue to argue. Fine. If it wasn't you, then who was it? It couldn't have been Sayaka since she's ahead of me. Ah, maybe the tentacles did materialize because there's no other explanation. Maybe it was a big slimy tentacle coming to say hello. Hello, Hikari's pooty cat. I miss you. So he says it in a almost sing-song manner. Oh yeah, I see what's happening now. I'm hoping Hikari will realize soon too. So I'm guessing Sayaka is playing some kind of a trick on her. Yeah, Sayaka. It couldn't possibly be. Yeah, there it is again. Okay, seriously, what is that? This bizarre series of events continues for longer than I feel is necessary until finally I have to speak up, or we might get stuck in this tunnel all day long. Okay, come on, Sayaka, that's enough. Well, you've had your fun. We need to focus, okay? What? Sayaka? But she couldn't possibly be... Confirming my suspicions, Sayaka lets out another one of her devious laughs. Oh, yes. Okay. I couldn't resist. She's just too easy to mess with. ... Hikari takes in a deep breath. Uh-oh. I'm gonna kill you, Sayaka! I'm gonna kill you! You'll have to catch me first. And you hear the pair of them shuffle ahead at an accelerated pace, Sayaka's maniac laughter trailing into the distance. I suppose it's good that they can keep it in such high spirits despite the task that lies ahead of us. I really don't appreciate them just leaving me behind like this, however. I contemplate continuing on at my own pace, sure that I'll catch up to them eventually, but I feel something slimy lap at my hand, forcing me to break into some sort of a bizarre sprint crawl. Okay. I don't know if there really are things lurking around this tunnel, but I certainly don't want to stick around to find out. I am very disappointed. Time is almost running out for this episode and we haven't seen a sexy picture. Come on! This is like the perfect opportunity for a nice panty shot. Come on, man. This game needs to step it up. I eventually managed to catch up to them, the pair seeming to have calmed down somewhat. I'm not sure just how long we've been trekking through this tunnel now, but it does feel like it's been an eternity. There wasn't even any guarantee that this would lead us to where we wanted to go, and we went full blind faith with going off of my instinct alone. So if this turns out to be a massive waste of time, it's going to have been my fault. Okay. So I'm just reading through the text, I'm not really saying much because I want to get to a sexy scene! God! Is that so much to ask for within 30 minutes of playing this game? Of this episode? And so far we haven't found anything to suggest that we're on the right path. I feel despair to begin to set in. What if we end up running into a dead end? Or worse, get stuck somehow? What if... Oh, hey! I think I see something up ahead! About time! Sayaka's cheerful voice snaps me out of the dark, unnecessary thoughts. I guess I really should trust in my own instincts a little bit more sometimes. True to her word, I begin to see a light seep into the tunnel as we inch ever closer to our goal. Just a little bit more and... No sexy scene. No sexy... Okay, okay, calm down. I drag myself out into a much larger opening. Sayaka and Hikari already on their feet as they try to take their time to stretch. Ooh, are we gonna get like a sexy scene of them stretching? Come on, at least give us something like that. Okay. Anyways, I think we're gonna pause right here, even though we didn't see any sexy scene. I generally like to have one sexy scene per episode at least. But apparently, it just didn't come. Anyways, I'm VatiWah. I hope you 60 Beasts enjoyed this episode of Sakura Angels, and if you did, bang that like and subscribe button to become a 60 Beast today. Pressing that like button and commenting and watching the episode to its fullest does help me a lot to get my videos out there, and I do appreciate those who watch my entire video. It helps my audience retention and whatnot, and I do appreciate it. Anyways, I'm VatiWah. Stay sexy, my friends. Stay sexy.